Hello, beautiful woman, and welcome to your weekly business breakthrough. Sponsored by Women Rocking Business, I'm Sage Lavine, and I'm here to talk with you about this concept of time. How do you create more time in your schedule to launch your business? Time is the one thing we all have the same amount of, and yet it's the thing that stresses so many entrepreneurs out so much that it takes them out of the game. There's this concept of creating a container for your life, and without that container, we tend to spin out. And this is what happens to a lot of entrepreneurs because we don't have the same structure that we might have had in other careers or other parts of our lives, right? Nobody's holding us accountable in the same way. And so we have to create that structure for ourselves. So number one, set regular work hours. Have a time in the morning when you know I'm going to be sitting down, getting to work by this time. And then in those regular work hours, be sure that you batch your time. Write this down. You want to batch your time so that you're not just like seeing a client here, seeing a client over there, right? If you open up your schedule wide open and you have a handful of clients, you may end up seeing a client Monday morning at 9 a.m., Monday evening at 5 p.m., Tuesday at 11 a.m., and now you're all over the place because you're having to switch gears. Now I'm serving clients. Now I'm working on my website. Now I'm working on my marketing. Now I'm over here on Facebook. Oh, there goes 2 hours, right? In all honesty, our brains have to have some regularity in order to operate at their maximum efficiency. So that's what we call batching time, right? So when you see clients, I recommend that you decide which days you want to see clients, right? You want to have days where you're working in your business, and then you want to have days where you're working on your business. So what I mean by that is when you're working in your business, you're seeing clients. You're doing your website updates, you're sending out emails, you're taking care of your clients, you're training your assistant, right? When you're working on your business, that's when you can get to the front side of it. You can be more of the visionary, right? You might sit down with your assistant and map out the rest of the year. Where are we going? How do I want my weekly schedule to look? Asking yourself the bigger questions. What am I doing next? Am I going to plan an event, right? What are the creative things I'm going to put into place to attract endless clients my way? I ask you the question, what are the regular work hours you want to set for yourself? The very nature of growing your business is going to be confronting to your comfort zone, right? We all have wounds and traumas that we've been through, and getting visible and getting out there and making videos and taking all of these action steps, it's scary. And rather than trying to push ourselves through that, right? The woman's way is to love yourself through it. Call upon the sisterhood, get the support, and then get out there, right? Because it's in that loving yourself into taking the actions that you're going to want to take more actions. When you're pushing yourself and driving yourself, right? So many people think it's about pushing through. But when you're pushing yourself and driving yourself, what are you telling your nervous system? The consciousness that obtains sustains. We have to find our own flow, and yes, put some structure into your calendar so that you can rest and, choose mentors and find pathways that you trust are going to work for you, and choose mentors who have plans and who have businesses that you admire, that you can learn from so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Trust that you have your own flow and your own pace. I'm reading this book called Relentless by Tim Grover. It's an incredible book about the mindset of being relentless. Tim Grover was Michael Jordan's coach. So you can imagine he's got a few things to say about being relentless and being unstoppable and being freaking awesome. And so there's on like this one hand, there's like this high performance sort of relentlessness, right? That we can tap into in business and to create and to grow our dream careers. And then on the other side of the spectrum, there's this more being-based way where we may meditate 2 or 3 times longer when we're busy just to get clarity on what actually needs to get done first, second, and third, and what we could delegate and what we could give away. One of the things I've noticed for myself is that when I try to live just in a relentless state of mind, the pushing and the driving can actually take me away from the clarity and the intuition that will allow me to have aha moments that actually save me days of work because I see a shortcut, or I see who I need to hire next, or I see one of the unique ways I could stand out in the industry. But you have to have that time to get the $1 million, the multi-million-dollar ideas. So just like the Michael Jordans of our world, like we've got to learn to be strong and freaking just go for it and stop thinking so much. We've got to learn that. But we also, for many of us as women, as high-powered, high-achieving women, we have to learn to go at our pace and to trust our flow. And I see those two ways of being as this double helix, right? Almost like DNA, like the infinity sign weaving in and out, right? We need our sacred masculine energy. We need our sacred feminine energy, right? We need it all. And when we can actually weave those two inside of ourselves, we become these body-based leaders who are not leaving our nervous systems behind, but we're integrated, we're standing for something, we're magnetic, we're lit up from the inside out. We actually love our lives in the same way that we love our businesses, and that's what's going to attract our clients. That's what's going to attract your clients. Your clients are out there waiting for someone to come and to provide the transformation that they're looking for. And your clients are not going to hire you because you're working harder. Your clients are going to hire you because you have created a life and a schedule and a business that you love showing up for every day. And that you're standing for something on this planet that's bigger than just your clients, right? That you're partnering with philanthropic causes, that you're able to make a difference in some of the world's problems because of who you are, because of fundraising efforts that you might be able to do, because you're aligned. Your business is aligned with your innermost values. And that's what's going to speak to your ideal clients, that their values match up with your values, that you're standing for something that they want to stand for. And so, beautiful woman who is on a big mission, I invite you to absolutely commit to getting to the front side of your schedule, getting to the front side of your thinking, catching yourself when you spin out, catching yourself when you're in overwhelm. Come back to your center. Seek out the opportunities that give you guidance. Seek out the mentors who you can trust so that you can get those proven plans to rest into, so that you have ample time to let your intuition do its thing, right? When you partner strategies and plans that work with your authentic alignment, your most deepest well of intuitive guidance and your authentic expression, you bring all of who you are to your business, you will be relentless and you will be unstoppable in a way that allows you the balance and the ease of knowing that there's enough time in life for everything that you choose to be most important. Right? There might not be time for every single thing you ever want to do ever, but there is certainly enough time for everything that is most important to you and your heart. You get to choose. You get to create this thing. You didn't start this business to just build yourself another job. You started this business so that you could be the queen of your life. Thank you for being the very, very, very best part of Women Rocking Business. Mwah.